What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again with another episode of the morning after. My Alabama Crimson Tide beat the brakes off those Mercer Bears. But we all knew that was going to happen. But on this episode of the morning after, I'm not only going to talk about my Alabama Crimson Tide, I'm going to talk about other games. But I am going to talk about my Crimson Tide first. I am. Jalen Milroe did his thing. 186 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's my quarterback. Even Austin Mack came in, got him a touchdown. As a matter of fact, all 4 quarterbacks got playing time on yesterday. All right. As far as Alabama's quarterback, like I said, Jalen Milroe, 11 of 16, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Ty Simpson came in, went 5 for 10 for 71 yards. Dylan Lonergan then came in, went 5 for 6 for 23 yards. And then 4th-string quarterback Austin Mack entered the game and went 2 for 3 for 39 yards and 1 touchdown. He dropped a dime into Rico Scott. That's also Rico Scott's first receiving touchdown on the season. I want to see more of Rico Scott also. Anyway, as far as the running game, man, nobody really went off in the running game yesterday. As a matter of fact, Alabama, they ran for 189 yards, but nobody really went off. They did it by committee. Jalen Milroe, 6 for 43, 6 carries for 43 yards and a touchdown. Ryan Williams, 1 for 29 and a touchdown. Richard Young, 7 for 26 yards, 7 carries for 26 yards and a touchdown. So everybody had a pretty good game on yesterday. Matter of fact, my Alabama Crimson Tide only punted 2 times in the game, which is great. Defense, hey, I love my defense now, man. We had some issues to begin the season on into the middle of the season, but now this defense is on point. I'm loving this damn defense. I am loving it. Yes, I am. Love my defense, baby. Shout out to old Kane Wommack, man. Boy, I've been hard on Kane Wommack these past, well, not the past 3 weeks, but before then, boy, I was hard on Kane Wommack, but Kane Wommack got this thing all figured out, seemed like. If our team play like it has the past 3 weeks, we can go deep into the playoffs. We can go deep into the playoffs. But to go back, talking about the offense, talking about the receiver core, Jeremy Bernard, 4 for 81 yards. Josh Quavers, tight end, 2 for 46. Robbie Oops, 1 for 44, and it was a touchdown. I mean, he was wide open. Rico Scott, 2 catches, 37 yards and a touchdown. Ryan Williams, 3 catches, 36 yards and a touchdown. Caleb Odom also had a 20-yard, 2 catches for 20 yards. Man, I wish he could have pulled in that long pass from Jalen Milroe. Just couldn't quite hold on to it. The daggone, the ground jarred it loose, but it was a great catch. Would have been a great catch. But anyway, a lot of guys had catches. Jay Lindsey, he had a catch. Tyler Lockwood had a catch. Bubba Hampton had a catch. Kobe Prentice had 2 catches. Kevin Riley had a catch. C.J. Dupree had a catch. Jamarian Miller, he had a catch. I mean, everybody was getting the ball thrown to him last night, man. Yesterday. Everybody was getting the ball thrown to him, man. Jahad Campbell had another great game. Jahad Campbell is balling out, man. I'm loving Justin Jefferson, man. It looked like, I know it was against Mercer. But guess what? It looked like we didn't even miss Quay Rousseau. Not Quay Rousseau, but Q-Rob. Looked like we didn't even miss Q-Rob yesterday. Now, it might look different against Oklahoma and Auburn, because that's who we got coming up next. We got to take care of business. If we take care of those 2 teams, I believe we will roll on into the playoff with no problem. Also, Quay Rousseau, we got 3 turnovers. Quay Rousseau got an interception. Number 2 defensive back, he recovered a fumble and ran it in for a touchdown. Yes, he did, and I love it. I love it. But anyway, it be that way sometime. But I'm glad our defense is, they creating a lot of turnovers. They done created a lot of turnovers on this year. But shout out to the daggone Defense. Seemed like everybody played on the defense yesterday. Man, I'm telling you, man, this team, man, they balling out. They balling out. But hey, we ain't done yet. That's all I got to say. We ain't done yet. Coach Kalen DeBoer became the first coach since 1983 to win. First head coach in his first year at Alabama since 1983 to win 8 games. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, hey, seems like he's on to something, man. He's on to something. Of course, he ain't never had the caliber athletes like he got at Alabama. So, shout out to my Alabama Crimson Tide, man. Shout out to this coaching staff, especially Kane Womack. I got to give him his flowers, you know, because I was hard on him. Hey, give Nick Sheridan and Coach Kalen DeBoer their flowers, too. So, shout out to those head coaches and the whole entire coaching staff. Proud of my Alabama Crimson Tide, man. Yeah, I know I talked about them. I know I talked about my coach. But you're supposed to call them out when they ain't playing up to the standard. And if your team ain't playing up to the standard and you ain't calling them out, you fell in your team. You fell in your team. Call them out. Call them out. Don't give a damn what nobody say about you. Just call them out when they playing like crap, when they playing like hot doo-doo. Call them out. Criticism works. It ain't nothing but corrective criticism. That's all it is. But anyway, let me move on from my Alabama Crimson Tide and talk about this Texas and Arkansas game. 20-10. Texas, they struggled in this game, man. They struggled in this game, man. You know, I know Arkansas didn't score in the first half. But and Texas went into halftime up 10-0. But Arkansas came out, second half put up 10 points, but so did Texas, man. But coming into this game, nobody in their right mind would think that Texas would only beat Arkansas, which was a 5-4 team at the time. No one would have ever thought that Texas would have only beat them by 10 points. Nobody. Is Texas really what we thought they was? That's my question. That's my question. You know they got blew out the water by those Georgia Bulldogs. Then they had a struggle win by 3 points against Vandy, a team that beat my Alabama Crimson Tide. I got to throw that in there because I know somebody going to say something. But a team that beating Vandy by only 3 points and then come out and struggle with Arkansas. It's Texas and Steve Sarkisian losing their touch. You know they got to go to Kyle Field and face those Texas A&M Aggies. Okay, but as far as the game, Quinn Ewers, 176 yards, 2 touchdowns. 176 yards, hey, it's not nothing to be impressed about, but he did throw 2 touchdowns, so he got it done. Jaden Blue, 83 yards, and then, you know, Isaiah Bond. I wish he'd have stayed with my Alabama Crimson Tide, but, hey, he didn't. But Isaiah Bond, 4 catches for 48 yards. Matthew Golden, he had both receiving touchdowns for Texas. Only 21 yards, though. So, hey, it is what it is, man. As far as Texas had a total of 315 yards, 176 on through the air, 139 on the ground. Arkansas, sadly, 231 total yards, 82 rushing and 149 through the air. We know Arkansas is not a very good team, and I keep saying I don't know why Arkansas continue to believe in Sam Pittman. I just don't get it. But hey, it is what it is. Let me write this down. But I don't know why they continue to believe in Sam Pittman. But hey, it is what it is. This game was really a penalty-free game. Only 4 penalties called in this game. 2 against each team. 2 for 15 yards. That's for each team. So the time of possession, pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. Texas, they just a better team. You know what I'm saying? Got the better athletes. But I thought Texas would have did a whole lot better in this game. I mean, the team we thought was going to win won the game. That's all I know. So, hey, ain't too much to talk about in this damn game because Arkansas so trash. But, hey, it is what it is, man. It bees that way sometime. It bees that way sometime. Taylor Green, I think Taylor Green, he's going to be a pretty good damn quarterback in the future. I think he is the future of this Arkansas offense, man. I know he didn't have a good game yesterday, but he only threw 149 yards and 0 touchdowns and an interception. Not a very good game yesterday, but Taylor Green is going to be the key to this offense in the future. And that is a fact, man. I mean, Sam Pittman couldn't even win with KJ Jefferson. So, hey, it is what it is, man. But moving on. Let's talk about LSU and Florida. LSU got the victory 27-16. As I said, I know LSU thought they was going to go into the swamp and come out with an easy victory against these Florida Gators. But guess what? Billy Napier, he had something up his sleeve. And I loved it, and I loved it. I told y'all, this Florida offense is a different offense with DJ Lagway. A totally different offense. DJ Lagway, 226 yards and a touchdown. That guy that they've been putting in the game when DJ Lagway was out, he wouldn't have had 100 yards passing yesterday. I don't care how bad LSU's defense looked. That guy wouldn't have had 100 yards. Warner, he wouldn't have had 100 yards yesterday against LSU. So glad to have DJ back, and I'm sure Billy Napier glad to have DJ back. And as a matter of fact, as far as these Florida Gators, I done gave you DJ Lagway's numbers. Running back Jaden Bowe, 6 carries for 65 yards and a touchdown. You had Jacoby Jackson. He had a touchdown on the ground. And you had Elijah Badger, 6 catches for 131 yards and a touchdown. 22 yards per catch, basically. 21.8. Man. And the Florida Gator defense, they didn't play half bad either. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sacks in the game last night. 7 sacks against those LSU Tigers. Garrett Nussmeier, he couldn't stand on 2 feet because those Florida Gators was on his ass. Boy, I tell you, I enjoyed this game. I ain't gonna tell you no damn lie. But in his defense, Garrett Nussmeier did go throw for 260 yards and a touchdown. He didn't have any interception, but he stayed on his damn back enough. But anyway, 27 of 47. Missed 20 throws. Damn. But anyway, it be that way sometime. Caden Durham, running back, 91 yards on 20 carries. Josh Wisham has 69 yards rushing. Aaron Anderson, 7 catches for 71 yards. The only touchdown Garrett Nussmeier threw. And I was pissed off that he got that, man. But hey, it is what it is. Florida, at some other time, they had issues. Let me make sure. They had issues getting off the field on 3rd down because LSU, they converted 13 third downs. But hey, it is what it is. Florida still won the game, so I don't give a damn. And on top of that, like I said last night, Florida only had the ball for 18 minutes. 18 minutes and 17 seconds, while LSU had the ball 41 minutes and 43 seconds. You got the ball for basically 42 minutes. You should be able to put up more than 16 points. That's most definitely. And then you got Brian Kelly arguing with his player, Kyron Lacy, yelling at Brian Kelly. That can't happen. Come on now. But it is what it is. How about that LSU Tigers? Second one in a row. But moving on. Missouri and South Carolina. I enjoyed this game too, man. I didn't look at all the game, but I saw some of it. But Missouri and South Carolina. Damn, I ain't bring that up, did I? Nope, I didn't bring that one up. But hey, I can do it right now. Missouri and South Carolina. Let's see. There we go. Missouri and South Carolina. South Carolina get the win 34-30. Yes, it is. Lenora Sellers went the fuck off last night. 21 for 30, 353 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 1 interception. This is Lenora Sellers' best game this year. This is his best game of his career. And I'm glad it was against those LSU Tigers. Raheem Sanders only had 53 yards. But I tell you, he had the most important touchdown on last night with about, what, 20 seconds left in the game? Shit. He caught that little short pass from Lenora Sellers. They was already in the red zone. And I mean, he bulleted his way in the end zone, man. He bulleted his way in the end zone, running through and over LSU defenders to get that touchdown, which left only 15 seconds on the clock. And you know LSU ain't built like that. They can't score in 15 seconds. But anyway, South Carolina leading receiver, Devon Campbell, 2 catches for 86 yards. But anyway, for South Carolina, I mean, Josh Simon, 4 catches, 76 yards, a touchdown. Nick Harbor, 2 catches, 69 yards, a touchdown. Jared Brown, 2 catches, 48 yards, and a touchdown. Mazo Bennett Jr., 5 catches. No, he didn't get a touchdown. Raheem Sanders, 3 catches and a touchdown. And then you had Michael Smith, 1 catch and a touchdown. I mean, this guy was throwing daggone touchdowns damn near to every freaking body. Balling out. And y'all already know about this freaking South Carolina defense. Y'all already know about that. Them edge rushers, man, I think they had 2 sacks in the game yesterday and an interception. Man, I'm telling y'all, man, this South Carolina defense ain't no joke. That front 7, those edge rushers, they ain't no joke. Y'all have seen it too many damn times. South Carolina is having a pretty good damn season this year. Better than what they've been having. A whole lot better. They got a game in there that they shouldn't have lost. So, but it bees that way sometimes. Sometimes you just have an off night. So, hey, it is what it is. Talking about these Missouri Tigers. Freaking losers. Losers. Brady Cook, 237 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I keep telling y'all this guy's average. Nate Noel, now he kind of went off. He ran for 150 yards and a touchdown, but guess what? It was all for damn nothing. So I don't even care. Theo Wise, 6 catches, 85 yards, man. Theo Wise, he's a good receiver. Luther Burden, 8 carries, 69 yards and a touchdown. Luther Burden was supposed to be the best wide receiver in the daggone country, but guess what? He's surrounded by mediocre players. But Theo Wise and Luther Burden, they're a good wide receiver tandem. Damn good. But hey, it is what it is, man. Missouri, they recorded 1 sack, 1 interception. So hey, they tried, but to no avail, they got no cigar. But I definitely thought South Carolina was going to blow Missouri out. South Carolina came out to a big lead, 21-6 at halftime. And guess what? Missouri came back. Missouri came back. Man, they scored 22 points in the second half, while South Carolina only scored 13. Now, South Carolina was lucky to get this win, but I am glad they did. I'm glad they did. So, hey, hats off to South Carolina, Missouri. I'm glad you lost. Moving on, who else I got? These Tennessee Volunteers and those Georgia Bulldogs wins. Georgia won 31-17. I picked Tennessee to win this game simply off hopes, because I'm a Georgia hater. But I kind of stopped hating on Georgia, especially when it comes to Tennessee. Georgia just got Tennessee number. That's all it is. Georgia got Tennessee number. What is this? About the 9th win in a row against Tennessee. This is going like when Alabama beat Tennessee, 15 years in a row? It's looking like that now. Tennessee just cannot beat Georgia, no matter how good of a team Tennessee got. They just cannot beat these Georgia Bulldogs for some damn reason. For some reason. You know, it was iffy if Nico was going to play in the game, but it didn't make no difference. But I tell you what made the difference for Georgia? That damn Carson Beck. Maybe Carson Beck is done throwing interceptions. Maybe Carson Beck is done looking like a dud of a quarterback. I think this is one of Carson Beck's best games, just like against Texas and you know, had some great games going back to last year. Carson Beck of old showed up last night. Yes, sir. Carlton Beckworth did not show up last night. It was back to Carson Beck. 25 for 40, 347 yards, and 2 touchdowns. No interceptions. no fumbles, no turnovers, none whatsoever. And he was running last night. Carson Beck came to prove that he is a quality quarterback and he can show up in big games. Nate Frazier, I keep telling y'all, Georgia Bulldog fans, Nate Frazier is the best running back y'all got. I don't care that he's a freshman. Nate Frazier is better than Trevor Etienne. Nate Frazier runs harder than Trevor Etienne. You can't tell me nothing. No different. No different. That Georgia Bulldog defense showed up last night. Damn sure did, man. And I don't know what happened to Tennessee defense. They couldn't get no penetration for nothing. I mean, this offensive line for going back to Georgia, but this offensive line for Georgia, just like Carson Beck, it looked totally different from last week to this week. I forgot to mention that offensive line because they was protecting the hell out of Carson Beck. But Tennessee defense couldn't get no penetration. They was leaving receivers open all over the damn field. I don't know what done happened. I don't know what happened to that Tennessee defense last night. Maybe it's just Georgia. I don't know. Maybe it's just Georgia because they had no penetration, Tennessee. Leaving receivers open in the middle of the field because Georgia was attacking the middle of the field. I mean, everything went wrong for Tennessee last night. Every damn thing. Even when Georgia receivers dropping passes, they still, I mean, it is what it is. Now, Tennessee came out in the game, took Georgia to 3 and out. They get the ball and go straight down the damn field. Straight down the field. Made it look easy. But after that, I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what happened. I guess Georgia stepped up and did what they did, man. But Nate Frazier is the best running back that Georgia have. But anyway, Nico, only 167 yards, no touchdown passes. All right, he had a good, completion rate, 20 of 33. Dylan Sampson, 19 carries, 101 yards and a touchdown. Again, Dylan Sampson go for 100 yards or more. But Dylan Sampson, he's a great running back, but he couldn't just go off last night. I'll just say that. He had one big run, and that was for the touchdown. That's about it. Miles Kessman, tight end, 4 catches for 46 yards. But who else? Squirrel White. He had a great catch, man. He had a great catch, but to no avail. They didn't do nothing. But anyway, these wide receivers was null and void last night for Tennessee. Like I say, your leading receiver, which is a tight end, he only had 46 yards. Squirrel White, 45 yards. Brew McCoy, 38 yards. I mean, come on, man. Got to do better than that. Tennessee's 0 sacks, 0 turnovers. Come on, man. Come on, man. Got to do better than that. Georgia, they sacked Nico 3 times. So, Georgia was just a better team last night. That's all you can say. That's all you can say. Georgia was the better team last night. And the thing about it, you know what I like most? After the game, Kirby Smart called out this motherfucking playoff committee. He called them out. And I love it. I love it. Because this damn playoff committee needs to decide on a set criteria that they go by. Because you know why? Every year is something different. I'm going to make a different video about that. But anyway, Georgia gets to win over Tennessee 31-17. Josh Heupel, you just can't get it done against these Georgia Bulldogs. That's all I know. But you done beat my Alabama Crimson Tide twice, as a matter of fact. But hey, it is what it is. Now, people keep asking me to talk about Colorado. I know this is outside the SEC, but people keep asking me to talk about Colorado. So I'm going to talk about Colorado right now. Colorado got a win over Utah. 49-24. We know the caliber of athlete and the caliber of quarterback Shedeur Sanders is. We know the caliber of athlete on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball that Travis Hunter is. We know all of this. We know that Colorado is a lot better than they was last season. We know that offensive line done got better. We know the defense done got a whole lot better, especially up front. We know all of this because if they didn't, they wouldn't be sitting at 8-2, okay? Just saying. All right? But Colorado, in my opinion, is not, I repeat, is not a championship caliber team. They got some good pieces. But do you think Colorado can compete with the SEC program? And I'm talking about the middle tier SEC programs. Do you think Colorado can compete with most of the Big Ten? Well, the top of the Big Ten? Probably not. Probably not. I'm going to say the top 4 teams in the Big Ten. Do you think Colorado can compete? I'm going to say with the top 6 teams in the SEC. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. They doing good in the conference that they in. All right? That's what they doing. But they got to win. Shedeur Sanders went 30 for 41. 340 yards, 3 touchdowns yesterday against Utah. Damn. 30 for 41, 340 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. All right. Then Draylon Miller, 6 catches for 108 yards and a touchdown. Colorado is doing their thing against teams like that. They had a total of 405 yards, 340 passes, 65 rushing. They need to get better on in that rushing game. That's all I know. So the running backs ain't all that. But anyway, they held Utah to only 272 yards, 241 passing, only 31 yards rushing, 3.8 yards per play. That's damn good right there. That's damn good. Damn. But anyway, of course, they had 3 takeaways, 3 interceptions thrown by Utah's freaking quarterback. I mean, damn. So they should have beat the brakes off them, which they did, 49-14. But I'm going to tell you about Colorado. Colorado is in the Big 12. All right. And just like I did Tennessee, when I said Tennessee only beat 1 team with over 5 wins, and that's my Alabama Crimson Tide. I forgot to mention that when I was talking about Tennessee and Georgia game. But Tennessee only beat 1 team with more than 5 wins, and that's my Alabama Crimson Tide. Maybe that caught up to them last night. But anyway, excuse me. But anyway, Colorado, this is their schedule. All right, they beat, I'm not counting Colorado State and North Dakota State. I'm not counting them. Those are not Power 4 teams. Okay, Baylor. Baylor is 6-4. UCF, 4-6. Arizona, 4-6. Cincinnati, 5-5. Texas Tech, 6-4. Utah, 4-6. That's 6 of the 8 wins they got. Like I say, the other 2, North Dakota State and Colorado State. So they should have won those games. So 6 out of the 8 is to teams with 6 or less wins. That's it. Baylor, Texas Tech, 6 wins. Cincinnati, 5 wins. Utah, Arizona, UCF, 4 wins. They beating up on the teams that's not good. That's what they doing. The only team they done played with at least 7 wins is Kansas State, and they lost to them. Even though it was only about 3 points. Still, a loss is a loss. So they beating up on the teams that they supposed to beat up on. That's all that is. That's the way I see it. You wanted me to talk about Colorado, so I talked about them. And I gave you the freaking facts. That's what I did. But I have no doubt that Colorado will end up in the playoffs. I do. Because I believe they got 2 pretty easy games left against Kansas and Oklahoma State. Let's look at what Kansas is. What is Kansas? Oh, man, I had it pulled up. But, hey, that's neither here nor there. But I know Oklahoma State, I believe they last in the Big 12. Dead damn last. But, hey, it be that way sometimes. And guess what? Yeah. They dead last in the Big 12. But y'all want me to talk about them. Y'all want me to talk about Colorado. But hey, it is what it is. Dead last And guess what? I can guarantee you Kansas ain't far behind. Oklahoma State is dead last, and Kansas State or Kansas ain't far behind. Even though Kansas beat BYU last night, I think Kansas only that was Kansas' 4th win. So both of they next opponents is bottom of the barrel. But hey, that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. But I just wanted to come on and talk about these games this morning. All right. So the morning after was a little different. I talked about more than my Alabama Crimson Tide. Congratulations to all the winners and to all the losers. Go back to the drawing board and come back next week and try it again. That's all you can do. But hey, it is what it is. So remember to be blessed, and KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, and roll damn Tide.